Devil Hunters Chainsaw Man Chapter 184 titled Run Denji has Denji running in constant circles, and it seems like he has a way to escape out of the aging devil's pocket dimension. So without wasting anyone's time, let's go ahead and begin this chapter as Yoru and Asa sees Denji running constant laps around the lake, reiterating that he does have an idea to escape. But Yoru and Asa doesn't know that, with Yoru even pointing out, well, Denji just lost his mind like the naked guy who climbed a tree from a few chapters earlier. Which, by the way, I think what's already making me sad in regards to the pocket dimension itself of, like, you know, you don't get hungry, you don't starve, you don't die. The deeper you go into the aging devil's world in the forest, you know, you become more crazier, and people who are becoming trees, etc. It looks like those are just bullet points, because I believe what Denji is saying here. We're going to escape, and because we're going to escape probably in the next 2 to 3 chapters, this pocket dimension of the aging devil isn't really going to be as fleshed out as I thought it could, similar to the potential I thought the prison break arc had when Fami and Asa was trying to rescue Denji. Yeah, we saw many cool things there, but it seemed like Fujimoto just brought us here and then quickly took us out, and I'm a little afraid that we're gonna get that over here. How do you guys feel about that? You know, on the positive, yeah, now we're gonna figure out how we eventually beat the aging devil, and then, you know, what is Fami and Yoshida and all these people up to? But there's a part of me that feels sad, that feels like there could have been a little bit more done with this world, but I digress. Anyway, the aging devil appears before Denji, assuming he's out of ideas. The aging devil offers him a way out, proposing once again to be consumed in exchange for the lives of children. Denji confronts the aging devil, calling her evil, and points out that they never considered Pochita's own desire to protect the children. I like this. Why? Because we know the relationship Pochita has with Denji, and although Pochita has no problem slaughtering many devils and innocent lives, like we saw even in part 1 during the climactic battle with Makima and the weapons, it seems like the line that will be crossed, or the line that Pochita will not cross, is slaughtering innocent children just for the sake of making the world burn via the POV of the aging devil, right? And also reinforcing the idea that although Pochita's a devil and the most fearsome devil, there is this line that he's not willing to cross. The aging devil then taunts Denji, suggesting that his quick recovery from Nayuta's death shows he didn't care for her deeply. Ooh, okay, another revelation I think in this chapter. The more that we're getting this said out loud, the more I'm believing, and I've already was like 80% certain that no, Nayuta's definitely alive. I feel like just reiterating the fact that, like, oh, Denji, didn't you just find out that your family member died? It's like, okay, I just think it is just very obvious at this point she's alive. To what capacity and how it's gonna come about, we'll have to wait and see. But I feel like she is without a doubt alive. And this also coincides nicely with what Denji's saying, that, like, well, you know, I lost a family, but I can find a new one. And if that new family is also taken away from me, if he ends up losing more people, he's always going to find more people in his life again, because that was kind of the beauty and revelation he had last week. Hey, you know what? Life may suck, but there's always going to be more girls, there's always going to be more food, and you can't really know what the highest of highs in life are without experiencing the lowest of lows. So I think we kind of get the idea of what he's saying, right? That, like, look, I'm willing to now accept there's going to be a lot more crap burgers for me, but there's also going to be a lot more good coming into my life as well. But he specifically says this line that was very similar to what he said in the Eternity Devil arc, that he can make a perpetual motion machine. Now, what did that mean in the Eternity Devil arc? Well, Denji, as long as he can keep on being regenerated from consuming blood, then he can keep on battling the Eternity Devil until one of them ends up giving out. And because the Eternity Devil's pain tolerance was way lower, that gave him the competitive advantage to get out of the situation he was in. You know, there's something we have to remember that Kishibe said a long time ago, is that the devils fear devil hunters who are insane. And it seems like Denji has some kind of insane idea over here. What could that be? I'm not really sure. There's kind of 2 theories I have, but they're also incomplete. The first being that Denji's running in circles over and over, and we have to remember the context clues that the guy in the underwear told Asa and Yoru in the beginning of this location, is that you don't die, you don't get hungry. So why is Denji running in circles? Is it to potentially vomit out another devil that could help him somehow escape? Yeah, I mean, we saw him barf out the snow devil, we saw him barf out bitterness. We still know there's another array of devils that Denji has consumed or Pochita has consumed, which included the octopus devil and then those other devils from Special Division 5. But how are they gonna help Denji Nasa escape? I don't know. The other part to all this is that, again, going back to, well, you don't get hungry, you don't die in this world. Well, what happens when you run a lot? You're pumping a lot of blood to your heart, and if you pump a lot of blood to your heart, it becomes enlarged, and by your heart adapting to the stress of exercise, it grows stronger and more muscular. So is the heart that Denji's pumping, because he can't die in this world, is now going to be enough to regenerate Pochita in the other world? Yeah, okay, I kind of like that concept, but the thing is, okay, well, let's just say Pochita's fully regenerated. How is he still going to help Asa and Yoru escape this pocket dimension that the aging devil's in, which does not include being consumed by him so the aging devil can get what it wants? Because the aging devil even mocks Denji in this chapter, saying like, you're even more stupid than Pochita is. I can't believe it. It seems like, you know, you're just gonna have to stay here forever and ever, but it looks like they have a way to escape. By the way, my merch store, nengarden.com, we are starting our Black Friday sale, so if you want to pick up the Chainsaw vs. War playmat and mousepad, you can go ahead and do that right now. And Bumiko is in the volume cover of volume 19. I wonder what clues or indications we may get, considering it seems like we got some subtle stuff happening with the volume cover 17. And is that going to translate in these upcoming chapters? I don't know, because there's still part of me that would like to assume that Yoshida was the person that was in the aging devil's pocket dimension. But the way it seems like this chapter is kind of being mapped out right now, I think they really are going to escape within the next 2 to 3 weeks. But we will discuss more about this in the live discussion, which you can go ahead and click right here. Take care.